What we're gonna do now is something that we already planned to do for a long time, but we kind of never came up to it because we had lots of other things to do. But we really would like to take this wall down. We would like to keep that raised bed there. It's just that this wall is really ugly and it's broken. As you can see, it's all damaged. So it's just easier, hopefully easier, to take it off, and then we can paint this wall. Look at this, it's down. So we are here doing this raised bed that we were just showing you. It is still in progress, but we want to show you how it looks like now, what we're planning to do with it, and basically what solutions we have come up with for it. So this is how it looks right now. What we have done so far is taken off this wall that was holding the raised bed, and now also we have taken out the sand that was in all the raised beds, and there was this kind of like a net that was supposed to be holding the cement like it is here. It's still underneath this. The plan at first was to take down this raised bed and build up a new raised bed, because obviously there is this part that was uglier. When we started taking down the raised bed, it was pretty hard work to do because it was all with cement and bricks. So it all had to be just demolished. And what we you are annoying. And as we were doing the work, we were kind of starting to see that actually maybe we should just leave it not raised. Also at the same time, when we were thinking of how we're going to build that new raised bed, we realized that it is pretty hard to attach it to the cement wall. It's just because it is very long from one wall to the other, first of all, so you would have to make at least 3 separate raised beds, and you would need a lot of good wood that is durable for all the rain and that is able to hold a lot of sand. And there were various different reasons why we were finding it really hard to decide how to make that raised bed. So when we took down that biggest part of the wall, we realized there is like a bit here that is just kind of like a border, and we were thinking maybe we can leave it not raised if there is a soil that is continuing or is deep enough to plant in here.
So one of the reasons why we are having lots of problems to attach it is, well, the first one is this wall here is not actually our wall, it's part of the other property. This bit is, as you can see, it's more on this side. It was done later on, but this one is not, so we are trying to avoid having to screw things in it. It would be better if we could avoid that. And the second is, we realize that underneath these there is still quite a big layer of bricks just here, like this size, and it's just not leveled enough to make a raised bed from wood right from here. So we would have to either make it from here, where it's cement and it's hard to attach any wall that it has to retain such a large amount of soil, or from here, where the bed would be really short in that case. So I think we're just gonna leave it like this, cover it in soil, and then plant right here, and still have this little border. And because this is just soil, there isn't any cement, so we should still be able to plant.
We're not building the raised bed. What do we do with this ugly wall? The one part, as I was saying, was to paint this this part and then flood this with wood, it would look nice, but as we were just talking about it, it would be pretty hard to do. We would have to screw into the neighbor's wall. Then the next part was to take the net off like we have done now and paint everything in white and just leave it as is, which could work and would probably be looking decent enough. But then we found out another good solution. We have finished up the other side. Now we only need to wait for a more sunny day when it can paint it all. Here we discovered a very ugly corner which is showing some brick from the other building, so we'll have to put some cement over it or some paste just to hide it. And then all this wall also gonna be painted because it's really moldy dark corner, and then all of this is gonna be painted, and we will show you soon what we're gonna do for the finishing of this.
Hello there. We are nearly finishing one of our projects that was basically destroy the old raised bed that was in this corner and then make it a new one in a slightly different way. So we have painted this wall all white. We took most of the soil and then now we have added better soil in, and we have added this bamboo fencing just on the wall. The reason for this bamboo is because in here you can probably see there's 2 layers on the wall. So with this it kind of hides that fact. Yeah, this was just the solution that we found. We think it looks pretty against the white wall. Let us know what you think of our little project, how it looks like. If you have any ideas on how to make it better or look prettier, just let us know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.